Broadcasting from somewhere in the Hollywood Hills.
You have arrived. We are Nick and Desiree's Infinite Dance Cast.
Dance Cast.
We are dance all day, every day, all the time. Make sure you follow us at Twitter at Twitter. Who am I?
I don't know.
I'm Desiree. You're Nick. Follow us on Twitter, Infinite Dance Cast, or at Nick Drago, or at Desiree Robbins.
We're available on iTunes. You can check us out on the web, infinitedancecast.com or facebook.com/infinitedancecast.
That was good. Much better than mine.
Oh, whatever.
You're allowed one every now and then.
I had time to prepare.
Did you?
I did. Well, you know me. I always like to rehearse things.
How many times did you do that this morning? Okay,
just 7.
Just 7.
Just 7.
That's the magic number.
Because I'm very excited because today we have on the show, he's coming into the studio, a very well-rounded, well-worked dancer.
Yes.
Chris Moss.
Very, very well worked. I liked how you put that.
And not like W-E-R-K-E-D.
Hey, work.
Hey, yo. Like WORKINGALLTHETIME, if you know what I mean.
Absolutely, I did. It took me a minute to spell that out in my head, but yes, he is working all the time.
He really is, and he's a super nice guy. He's one of those smart dancers, not one of those people that are like, oh, I just love to dance. I'm going to dance to breathe and breathe to dance. He's one of these guys that works and loves it as a profession, but he also is very smart in his choices, his career moves, and things like that.
Absolutely true. We've known him. I've known him a long time. Mm-hmm. I've known him since he was actually a convention kid, as we call them these days.
Oh yeah.
But the true convention kid that actually took, came with their studio and competed, and I've known him for a long, long time.
And how did he do going across the floor doing the Desiree arms?
Ooh, he was good, but I had to correct him a lot.
Well, I would only imagine.
I would,
He's a fun guy. He's hilarious.
That. But it's great because he really had a teacher that pushed him a little bit, but Chris really stuck with it. I mean, the reason he is where he is at today is because he never gave up, and he did not try to define his career. Right. He just let it take him by being, mindset.
Yeah. Yeah, he's a good guy, and he's got a wealth of experience and knowledge as far as the industry and the business goes, because we both know that it's not just about technique and talent. There's a lot more that goes into it, interpersonal skills, things like that.
He is a great connector.
Oh my gosh. Yeah, Moss is one of those guys that you talk to him for 5 minutes, and he makes you feel like you're part of the group, even if you're new.
Right.
And that's really cool.
Right.
I remember when I first met him, he had been out for a few years already, and he's always been like that to me. And we've grown closer over the years, but even when I didn't really know him that well, I was always like, oh yeah, Chris Moss, he's cool. He's he's always a guy you can go to talk to.
Yeah.
Not like about like others. I mean, like just when you're
not
on a
like
job, it's fun.
Stuff.
Yeah, not like dandelions and rainbows. Oh man.
No, but he's smart about using his connections and the people he knows to help push his career where it needs to go.
Why are you throwing stuff?
Well, you made me a little mad.
Okay, look, I brought these dark chocolate candy walnut flat clusters.
Is this a possible Christmas gift item from Nick Drago?
No, well, I already have your Christmas present. But I'm not going to give it to you.
You're so good.
I have to start knocking some of these out or else I'm never going to make it.
I like how you put that, knocking some of these.
So try one of those out.
Okay, everyone, this is Nico Bella?
Nico Bella. I got it from the Break Room Cafe, which is right over here.
Okay, I drove by it last night, and I thought of you.
It's really good.
Now, that's kind of funny, right?
Oh, man, it's hilarious.
When I drive by, I don't think about the restaurant. I think Nick Drago.
Yeah, because I'm always eating it. Because I'm on a new health kick.
Okay, new health kick, and this is a chocolate.
Well, it's dark chocolate with flaxseed.
Oh my.
Okay, I'm not on a new health kick. I'm eating healthy still.
No, you're right. You're not on a new health kick. He's always eating something. Well, wait a minute. Besides the burgers and pizza.
Just on Sundays.
What are we? Ooh.
Super
okay, that works
Sunday.
for me then. Okay.
Yeah, I'm eating good every other time. Okay, she's trying it. How is it? Do you like it? It's really good, and it's good for you.
Wow.
And so...
What is that make,
It's flaxseed and walnuts.
Why?
Yeah, it's really good for you.
You guys, I really don't want to have to eat the rest, but I'm going to.
Go for it.
That was a really big bite.
But you know what's funny, though, is I'm on this new supplement because I'm trying new stuff and,
Flax clusters.
Flax clusters.
Flax.
Yeah. And so I'm on this new supplement, and it's a really strong, and this is a funny story because the guy at the supplement store was like, really test your tolerance. Don't do 2 scoops. What did I do?
3.
I did 2. I did 2, but I considered 3, and it really made me feel like I was kind of drunk because it's really strong.
Okay.
Because it's a fat burner.
That I was going to ask.
It's got caffeine and
stuff. What did we know? What made you think that you were lacking in something to go get the supplement, blah, blah, blah. Well, how'd this get started?
Well, I was just changing it up because I needed to re-up on my supplements, and this dude was like, hey, this is cutting-edge stuff. It's got CLAs, which is conjugated linoleic acid, which you need to build lean muscle mass and burn fat.
Okay.
So I tried it, and then all of a sudden, I realized I was kind of feeling a little woozy when I went to get coffee, which is more caffeine, which I just realized is I don't need that.
Yes.
And, man, I was at the coffee store, and she was like, what do you want, small or medium? And I said,
large.
Let's go small. And then she picked up a small, which I didn't see, which was really small. And I go, no, medium. And I kind of freaked out on her. And she was like, she started laughing and looked a little nervous. And I was like, I just freaked out on you. I'm really sorry. And she's like, no, it's okay. I was like.
She must deal with a lot of that, though, because of the coffee business. People do get funny about their coffee. Now, you had a whole nother reason why you were freaking out.
Moral of the story is just be careful with your supplements. If they tell you to test your tolerance, test your tolerance.
Right. So is it working for you?
It's working. Today's day 1 of this supplement.
Day 1. Somehow I'm always the person that gets the first day of things that you're doing.
Well, I'll let you know.
I can see it.
I'm like crazy. I'm so crazy, I forgot to tell you that it's time for our music picks.
I'm very sorry. We're into this. Okay.
I apologize.
And don't forget, you can check these out on iTunes and buy everything that we are about to tell you. My first one is entitled Blow, and I'm sure you know who that's by. Keisha.
Oh, yeah.
Keisha, however you like. Blow. It's a great remix version. Go down iTunes and check out the remix version. The other one, I can't not use this song.
You can't not.
I can't not, and I knew that was going to not come across correctly.
That's a double negative, but that's
I knew it. I know. Sorry, Gail. Moves Like Jagger. I just love that song, Maroon 5. It is a great song. Moves Like Jagger. Although for some reason it makes me think about Michael Jackson. I don't know.
It's just one of those things?
I'm trying to confuse you with your supplements.
No, it's okay.
And my third and final pick is We Found Love, which is Rihanna. I mean, they're songs that are very popular right now, but I think you'll always be able to use them. And they always make you feel good.
Rihanna's songs, yeah, she does a good job. She's got a wonderful voice.
She sure does.
She sure does.
She does. She does it to me right. And I didn't mean it,
And on that note, music picks for me, number 1, Rock the Mic by Benny Siegel and Freeway. Rock the Mic.
Okay. I gotta get on the freeway.
Yeah, you gotta get on the freeway. Number 2, Pass the Mic by Beastie
Am
Boys.
I supposed to be thinking of...
Yeah,
I know
there's a
it.
theme. Number 3 for me, Scream by Michael Jackson. So, number 1 is Rock the Mic by Benny Siegel and Freeway. Number 2, Pass the Mic by Beastie Boys. And number 3, Scream by Michael Jackson.
An artist?
I don't know.
A superstar.
You have to guess. No. You want me to tell you to give up?
I do that.
All 3 of my selections have Mike in it.
Shoot, I always try to go way deeper.
Woo! You gotta watch out.
I gotta not go so deep.
Girl, this is December. We're getting crazy.
But Scream.
Scream was great. You remember that song with Michael Jackson and James Jackson?
Of course I do, but where's the word Mike in it?
Michael Jackson.
Oh, now see, that's a cheater one.
That's a clinker.
It's a clinker.
It's a clinker.
It's a moo-moo. Do you know what that's from?
A moo-moo?
It's a moo-moo.
Throw Mama from the train?
No.
Don't tell Mom the babysitter's dead.
Okay, in the market, it's a moo-moo. Lucille Ball. I love Lucy when they were saying, it's a moo-moo.
That's the vitamin and vegemin lady, right?
Oh.
I'm just kidding.
Anyway.
We're in the studio with Chris Moss, famed dancer. I'm going to call him famed dancer.
Well, he is.
I feel like you should be.
If you do not know this gentleman, you should look him up and check out all of his great credits on Facebook, I would imagine.
Yeah.
Or Google him.
We'll be back in just about 30 seconds with Mr. Chris Moss, Nick and Desiree's Infinite Dance Cast. Flow 40 Dance Workshops is the nation's premier in-house dance experience. We come to you and offer dancers a personalized workshop in the comfort of their own studio. Build a customized schedule to best suit your student needs. Our faculty work in every facet of the entertainment industry. And now, for a limited time, Desiree Robbins is in the mix. Book her for your next workshop. We're available for booking year-round. Visit flow40dance.com or call 818-985-7005 for more information. Flow 40 Dance Workshops. Work hard, dance strong.
Hey, and welcome back. We are Nick and Desiree's Infinite Dance Cast.
Dance Cast.
We are dance all day, every day, all the time. Make sure you follow us on Twitter at iDanceCast or check us out on Facebook /iDanceCast.
Glee, Community, Office, America's Got Talent, Tropic Thunder, Jessica Simpson, Sega, Emmy Awards, Academy Awards, Bring It On, Fight to the Finish, Bring It On, In It to Win It, Bring It On Yet Again, The Comebacks, Music and Lyrics, The Hot Chick.
Oh my God.
He has water polo on his resume special skills. I bet you thought I wouldn't see that. Well, I did, and we're going to talk about it.
Wow.
His nickname is Tin Page because that's how long his resume could be. Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome to the show, Mr. Chris Moss.
Oh, yeah, that was a good one.
I almost passed out, literally.
No, sorry, you're really red right now.
It's nice to hear what you've done, though, isn't it?
Yeah, that's wow. It was
Is it overwhelming?
yeah, that was crazy.
This is the only show where you're going to come to and you're going to be a guest and you're actually going to read all your credits correctly.
Oh, yeah, that's true. That's true. Very true.
My heart's beating. I got nervous.
No, I'm scared. Like you're gonna faint.
Hey, make sure you follow Chris on Twitter at Chris A. Moss.
That's right. He's also
MOSS.
on Facebook, facebook.com/ChrisMoss21. That doesn't mean that he's going to accept your friend request.
That's true. Are you at your 5,000 yet?
I'm not.
Are you close?
He's
No,
selective.
I don't think I am actually. I think I'm in like the
Okay, everyone, you hear that?
1,500 range.
Oh, you're
That's
in the 50.
good.
Yeah, that's good.
Yeah.
Well, you can always go check him out because Chris, you're constantly working, but you're the kind of guy that doesn't really talk about it a lot unless you.
He never talks about it. I've known him a long time.
Yeah, but that's
He's very humble.
That's the allure of Chris Moss.
Chris Moss.
But not in a weird way. Not in a weird way.
No, I just I'm very humbled just to be able to do what I do. You know, coming out here at 18 with $800 in my pocket, eating ramen noodles, you know, struggling super hard. I'm just blessed that I have a job that I love and I get paid to do what I love. So,
Absolutely. Tell the audience where you came from and how this all worked out for you. Did you know you wanted to dance? Well, see, I know
the
some of
city
these
you
answers.
came from, not like how you got here, if you know what I mean.
Yeah.
It's a family show.
All right.
So,
Because I've known Chris like I've known you.
Yes.
Yeah.
Since I was 15. Yeah.
I think you slept on my couch.
I did for the summers, yes. And random trips because our plane broke down in New York and flying to LA.
Unbelievable.
We were on the East Coast and I decided our flight got canceled to go there. So I flew him back to LA with me. I called his mom and said, "Can you come back and play with me?"
After you landed in LA. Right.
Yeah.
I think we did.
Yeah.
Sorry. Sorry, Kathy.
So you're from Virginia.
From Virginia Beach. And no, I didn't know I always wanted to dance at all whatsoever. I actually wanted to go to college and play baseball.
Yeah.
Always danced kind of on the naval base where I kind of grew up at. We had a little rec center, and at the end of every month they threw a big dance party for everybody. So that's where I kind of, I don't want to say learn how to dance, but I would, like a lot of people, just watch MTV, you know, old Michael Jackson videos and just dance videos and kind of emulate what I saw on TV.
Right.
I believe it was my 5th grade teacher. Her daughter needed a partner, and she knew that I danced and asked if I'd come partner her daughter. So go to the studio, and it's a bunch of guys who just are not dancers. And literally, I think I did the Running Man for like 2 minutes straight in the dance number.
But you were good at it.
Oh my God.
You nailed
And
that
I had
Running
some
Man.
of the
Now that's
shiniest hammer pants on.
Yes.
I hope that video's lost.
I hope we can find it.
If anyone can find it, tweet me at Nick Drago.
Well, Brent, are you out there? That's his brother.
Yeah, so and then started taking out the studio and started, had the jazz, the tap, and then of course they eased the ballet in because, guys at that age aren't really into ballet. And I started to love all of it. And I think I really fell in love with dance when I went to my first dance convention. I saw guys dancing, and I was like, I had no clue guys did this at all whatsoever. So then I started watching old videos of like Gene Kelly and Fred Astaire and Sammy Davis Jr. And I was like, oh my God, I had no clue. Because at that time, dance wasn't as prevalent on television as it is now. You have So You Think You Can Dance and Glee and everything else.
Right.
So it was, I don't want to say it was taboo for a guy to dance, but it was, guys just didn't do that. And especially me growing up in a military family, that was
the farthest thing from your mind.
Exactly.
I'm just going to say it.
Right.
But you made quite a career for yourself. And I got to tell you, this is my favorite job that Chris has done. I know we're kind of I'm jumping around.
That's okay.
But if you've seen the Metallica video that he's in, what was the name of the song? The Day Never Comes.
Yeah.
And he is the main army guy in the video.
Just thinking about it scares me.
It's exciting. He gets a slow-mo walking scene, and he does this to like round up the troops. And I know you can't see me at home, but doing the circular thing with your, and he's awesome. Tell us about that experience.
It was crazy. I went in because I thinking it was a dance audition. I go in and it's a Danish director because he was friends with the drummer, and basically I had to do 3 scenes. I had to call on like a phone to my friend's mom who just died and tell her that he died. And literally the guy was handing me the phone. He goes, okay, go.
Oh my goodness. That's a tough audition.
Yeah. And the other scene was, which is actually in the video, me walking up to a car, kind of freaking out because this woman comes out of the car and I don't know if she has a bomb strapped to her or not. So it's, am I going to shoot her? Am I not? And then the other one was me getting shot and playing dead. It was actually kind of funny because I had 5 callbacks for the video.
You're kidding.
Yeah.
Crazy. They were serious.
Yeah. And the last one I had to do was they were like, okay, get shot and die. And I slumped over and the guy was like, no, fall all the way to the floor. So I just went like... And I started laughing so hard. It's for people out there that don't really know what we do. The audition process, not only for acting and dance, some of the stuff is hysterical. And I know between the 3 of us, we have some of the funniest stories that just come straight out from the auditions.
So true.
This, in the industry of podcasting, we call this a cliffhanger. So we're going to go to a quick commercial. We'll be right back. We're in the studio with none other than the man, Chris Moss. We'll be right back. Nick and Desiree's Infinite Dance Cast. As dance teachers, we spend countless hours editing music. Save time with professional audio engineers. Professional music edits for competition start as low as $49. Clean cuts at affordable rates. Give your dancers a leg up on the competition. Email them for a quote. Visit dezworld.com. That's DEZ world.com for more details.
Hey, this is Ray Barcino with iHollywood Dance, and you're listening to Nick and Desiree's Infinite Dance Cast.
Welcome back. We are Nick and Desiree's Infinite Dance Cast.
Dance Cast.
We are dance all day, every day, all the time, even with Chris Moss.
Chris is in the studio today. He's going to tell us a little bit about some funny audition stories that he's been through. And you've been to a lot of auditions before.
Oh, yes.
How long have you been in the business working here?
I booked my first professional job when I was 19, so a long time ago.
19. Okay, well, we don't need to count, but it's enough.
A long time ago.
Let's just say that. It's enough.
Okay, so we're chuckling on the break about Levi's. Tell us about Levi's.
All right, it was the commercial. I think it was a year or 2 ago. It was, if you see the guy, he's walking and he sees a Levi's hanging over the balcony and he grabs him and he puts him on, but he doesn't realize the person who owns them, anytime he moves, it moves the guy with the pants on. So the audition was, okay, put on fake pants and you're just kind of walking towards camera and you trip. So I'm like, all right. So I'm walking, then I trip, and of course, like, these directors are always kind of weird, and they're like, he's like, oh my God, that was so great, and in your head you're like, really, dude, come on. Yeah. It was a trip.
I was marking it.
Yeah. So then he was like, but this time I want you to do it even bigger. So I'm like, all right. Well, I started walking towards the camera and I really tripped. Like, So I didn't know what to do.
Like you weren't acting.
Yeah, I was going down, and I was going down hard. So I start reaching out, and one of the lights.
Oh no!
I grab a light, and I take a light down. I spin, so the light busts. I hit the wall, put a hole in the wall. And the guy behind the camera is just looking at me like, what the hell just happened? And I don't know what to say, so all I do is I stand up real quick and I look right at the camera and I go, thank you, I'm Chris Moss. And I ran out of the room.
So you booked it.
No, I didn't.
Oh no! But he said bigger.
Oh.
I think you took direction really well.
That's
Thank you,
hilarious.
Thank you.
There's somewhere
You
in,
just ran out.
somewhere some casting director is telling that story at a casting director workshop.
Right, and then he says he took down the light, the $100,000 light,
Yeah.
and the wall, and he ran because he
Oh
didn't
my
want to be
gosh.
charged.
That's awesome.
One more funny one
Yeah.
is you know all the iPod commercials.
Mm-hmm.
Well, they started to do like kind of themed ones. So they called me. They're like, I went in, I bought like $300 worth of like cowboy stuff because they wanted like authentic cowboy. So I go in and they're like, okay, just start freestyling, line dance. So I'm like, and I'm dancing and I stop and the guy behind me, he's like, what's wrong? And I go, dude, really? Like, are you serious? And he goes like, what? I'm like, come on, bro. Like, really? He's like, what are you talking about? And I go, listen to the song. It's Shania Twain's Man, I Feel Like a Woman. Like,
Did he not realize it?
no. And I'm like, and he's like, this is the only song I got. And I'm like, really? Like, come on.
You would think they would be a little bit more prepared. This job's for a lot of money here,
Right.
and you just spent $300 for cowboy stuff. Oh, that's
And
hilarious.
didn't book it.
Those
hey,
aren't the success
well, but-
stories, but
but-
there are many success stories.
But you know as well as anyone else that you can have a slump, and then all of a sudden the next thing you know, like tell us about how the Pepsi commercial that you did years ago.
Yeah, it was when Britney was they were sponsoring her. I think it was in 2001, and it was a really awesome commercial to work on. Director who's done a lot of different things was really cool, and it was my first time to do like a huge commercial of that kind of importance.
With a big star like that.
Yeah, and actually was able. I did a stunt on the commercial, so it was cool. Just kind of learning the ins and outs of something that big.
Right.
And then I got super lucky. It's now 10 years later, and I get a call from my agent going, "Hey, they want to replay your commercial again."
Woo!
And I'm like, wow, that's like free money from 10 years ago that
Yeah.
I just
Which is
never
another
happens.
great note for our audience. You do want to do commercials. When people move out to LA and they say, "Oh, well, I don't want to do commercials," you're really not smart because that's big money.
The easiest money on commercials I've ever made was I don't know if you guys remember when C2 Coke came out.
Yeah.
I do.
And I ran on a treadmill. So literally, I shot my scene, and I'm not kidding. I shot my scene in 45 minutes, and I made $63,000 off of the commercial.
There you go.
Aren't you
Ding,
glad you didn't
ding,
run into the
ding.
wall on that audition?
Or skid your face on the treadmill.
That's
Okay,
great.
so your most memorable job doesn't have to be funny. It could be for any reason. Maybe it was the person. Maybe it was.
I would say most memorable job would be dancing in South Africa for Brian McKnight. It was their it was the last privately put on concert in South Africa. Everything after that was going to be state run. And there's a point in the number where he goes back and changes the guitar, and I have probably like an 8 count solo, 8 counts of 8, solo out in the audience, and it was 85,000 people.
Wow.
And just I understand why stars and lead singers and feeling that energy from the audience. It was something I've never ever felt before.
wow.
I mean, it was insane. It was
That's
crazy.
unbelievable. While you were dancing, were you just thinking, I can't believe this, I can't believe this?
Yeah, it was. I don't even think I could see because I was like dancing so hard. Like, I couldn't even, see.
pull
Yeah,
out.
just
Doing layouts and stuff that we're not supposed to be
Yeah.
doing.
just feeling it the next day.
Well,
Definitely.
so and Moss is another one of those guys that when you walk into rehearsal on the first day of a job and you see him, you're like, oh yeah, we're gonna
This is
have
going to be one of those jobs.
yeah, we're gonna have a good time.
Well, you know why? Because it's the beauty of what we're doing, and we work together a lot, and it's always fun for it to not to feel like work, and especially with your buddies, and you can kind of crack jokes in the back, and
But you work hard, but
yes,
you
we
also
work hard.
play hard.
Right.
Exactly.
And there's nothing wrong with that.
Absolutely
I
not.
agree with you. You've
Yeah.
got to make it fun.
Well, and
Or why are we doing this?
Right.
one thing Moss taught me is don't look at the clock. I mean, don't talk about, oh, we're going to get out early, we're going to get out early. I'm the worst at that.
Yeah.
All I got to do is shoot him a look, and he goes, don't. Just don't. Don't even.
Well, because you have to plan every moment.
I know.
Chris lets things roll. Here's the I could do a good thing, the difference between the two of you.
What?
Working
Go
with
ahead.
Chris and then working with you.
Oh, yeah.
But I don't know if I can say some of those things on the radio.
No, it's awesome though. I mean, but when we talked about this on the last job that we did the Muppets, the Dancing with the
Right,
Stars,
right.
And we talked about we're the kind of people that like to come in, get the job done. Let's not waste any time
Right.
and get out of there.
Yeah.
Agreed.
Special forces.
Yeah, it's
An
good.
inside joke.
And it's it's crazy that you said that too. Is obviously the industry changes every year, and the thing I've noticed a whole lot more about on television, especially the TV show Community, I get to work on all the time, is time is money, and you always hear that, but literally on that show, the actors will get the actors for 5 minutes, 10 minutes here, 12 minutes there, and they're learning a whole song and dance number in those little 5-minute increments, and then they go and shoot their scenes.
Right.
So it's, you don't have sometimes those full rehearsals with either the actors or the other dancers.
Right,
So
8 hours a day.
As a dancer, you have to be able to come in there, boom, change on a dime, do it really fast, and then you're out.
A really good lesson. And when Chris taught for us this summer at my intensive, which we'll be having again, and we'd love to have you again.
Awesome, yeah.
But he was really great for the kids because he had a lot of work experience, just like you do, Nick. It's rare that you get that, though, where you can relate in class that kind of information to these
Right.
dancers. It's so important.
Because you can be a great dancer, but the minute you step on set, it's a whole different ballgame.
Right, you have to be
yeah.
a smart dancer. You don't have to
Exactly.
be the best dancer, you have to be a smart dancer.
Say it one more time. It's so true.
You don't have to be the best dancer, you have to be a smart dancer.
Love.
Yes.
He's like, I hope I remember it.
Okay, 6 Degrees of Kevin Bacon.
Okay.
Everybody's connected, in Hollywood.
Oh, I
6
want to
Degrees.
kind of try to pick his
You want
number.
to guess?
I think his number's going to be a 1.
It's not.
Dang it.
It might be. Maybe I didn't do good on my
let's
research.
Go. Let's hear it. Let's hear it.
Okay, you were
So
in.
we do this at every show.
Okay.
Chris, you were in Did You Hear About the Morgans with Skippy D, whoever that
I have
is.
no idea who that is.
Who was in
You worked with him.
Who was in The Cut with Kevin Bacon. So you're a 2.
Wow.
You're really close.
Oh, a 2.
Yeah, a 2.
Okay.
It's hard. I haven't really met any 1s.
What would you have to do to be a 1? Actually,
Be in a movie
Aaron-
with Kevin Bacon.
Okay.
I thought maybe you were.
Okay, so in lieu of Kenny Wormald revising the Ren McCormick role in Footloose, we're doing a Kenny Wormald number.
Okay.
Okay. You were in Boys and Girls with Tracy Phillips.
And that was my Boys and Girls. Yes, that was my first movie ever.
Was it?
Yes.
With Tracy Phillips.
Wow.
Who was in Clerks 2 with Kenny Wormald.
Wow.
Yeah.
Look at that.
So that's also a 2?
So that's also a 2.
Chuck Willery, 2 for
That's
2 for 2.
We haven't had some 2-2s.
Some 2-2s.
We haven't had that many 2-2s.
But I mean, Moss, you've done everything. I mean, and that's what I said. The great thing about it is that you don't have to say, "Oh, look at me, I've done this and this." In this scenario, we're putting you on the spot and saying you have to talk about this, or else we're going to, slash your tires, because we need content. Let's face it, Desiree and I aren't that interesting.
Right. Speak for yourself. Chris and I'll take this over.
Chris, do you want to stick around? We got 5 more minutes of the show.
Yeah.
Okay, let's have Chris stick
Awesome.
around.
We're
We
gonna
don't
have
ask
Chris-
every guest.
No,
to
this
do
is
that.
a special thing. Make sure you follow Chris on Twitter at Chris A. Moss. We are Infinite Dance Cast. We'll be right back.
Flow 40 Dance Workshops is the nation's premier in-house dance experience. We come to you and offer dancers a personalized workshop in the comfort of their own studio. Build a customized schedule to best suit your student needs. Our faculty work in every facet of the entertainment industry. And now, for a limited time, Desiree Robbins is in the mix. Book her for your next workshop. We're available for booking year-round. Visit flow40dance.com or call 818-985-7005 for more information. Flow 40 Dance Workshops. Work hard, dance strong.
Easy to make and take with you on the go.
Vegetables raw.
Welcome to Food to Go with Steph and Ro.
I'm Steph,
I'm Ro.
and this week we're going to talk about lentils. Sounds scary.
No. Oh, this week we're going to talk about lentils.
There we go.
Okay. Wow, I really love lentils. I don't know that Rochelle loves them as much as me. But
I eat them.
Okay.
I consume them.
Okay.
I actually wasn't always sure what to do with them because do you just cook lentils on their own or what do you do? And I actually just learned something new. I always buy the lentils like in the section with the bins, so they're dried and then I cook them.
Yes. You got to sort through them. You have to soak them and then you cook them.
I haven't been soaking them. I've just been cooking them.
You're totally supposed to soak them.
Well, there you go.
Helps with the bloating factor.
But also, Steph, how else can you buy them besides that way?
Well, you can actually buy them at some stores already pre-cooked, and they're in the refrigerator section. And this is so cool because it saves you, seriously, 2 hours. 2 hours of your life you get back, but you still get to eat delicious lentils.
Wow, 2 hours. Apparently, I've been preparing these all wrong.
Wow.
Okay, well, the reason we want to eat lentils...
Yes, because fiber.
The reason I want to eat them is for protein.
Absolutely. And then I also like to eat them for iron. Both Bro and I, for iron.
Yeah, that's a lot of good health benefits to them. And actually, you know where I've been throwing my lentils in is to my quinoa. I'll have some quinoa and then I'll throw in some barley and some lentils just to kind of round out my nutritional benefits in that mix.
Super tasty. I actually, we have a cucumber salad that we really love. Ro and I kind of live off of this cucumber salad.
We do.
And I throw the lentils right in the cucumber salad and eat it cold.
So then you have protein in our great snack.
Oh my gosh. And it takes to go and it doesn't have to be refrigerated all the time.
So basically we can throw it into anything.
It's basically food to go and we love lentils.
Check us out on Facebook.
Yes.
Food to Go with Steph and Ro.
Well done, Ro. And Twitter, Food to Go, Steph Ro. Lentils. Visit infinitedancecast.com and click on the Food to Go menu
to check out this week's healthy snack. Join us here every week
on Nick and Desiree's Infinite Dancecast. Have a healthy week.
Hey, this is Michael Riccio, and you're listening to Nick and Desiree's Infinite Dancecast.
Hey, welcome back. We are Nick and Desiree's Infinite Dancecast.
Dancecast.
Make sure you follow us on Twitter at iDancecast or check us out on Facebook, Facebook.com/iDancecast. And we are here with Chris Moss, where you can follow him on Twitter. My goodness, this is a lot of information. Get a pen. At Chris A. Moss.
That's right. And he's a very funny guy. All right?
That's true. What's really great about Chris is he works, as you said earlier, many different facets of this industry. So he's done live, he's done video, he's done commercials, he's done movies, but you also got to work with a very well-known someone that I don't think you knew who it was when you got called on the gig.
No, I didn't.
So this was fun because you told me this story, and I do love this story. If you wouldn't mind sharing it with our listeners.
Course. I get a call from my agency one morning, and they're like, "Hey, are you available at this and this time? But we can't tell you anything." I'm like, really? Is it
same day call, right?
Same day.
So you have to be ready.
You're like, it's got to be a reality show.
Right. So then I go meet with these two people, and they're like, okay, great, show up tomorrow, and I still have no clue what I'm doing. So I go out and show up tomorrow, and then I'm sitting there eating outside, and then I hear this little baby. The little baby pokes her head around the door, and she's like, hi, and I'm like, hi, and then I see Katie Holmes, and then I see Mr. Tom Cruise. And I'm like, whoa, oh my God.
That's so cool.
Yeah.
He's like, I would have dressed better.
Right?
Right.
And then originally it was just to kind of just throw him some moves here and there, just to make him.
And what movie was this?
That was Tropic.
That's right. Okay.
Now, you think they would have prepared you a little bit with the character at least, so you could have had some stuff prepared, so you don't look like
it's Tom Cruise.
Well, and the thing that was great about him was he's so. If you ever get the chance to work with him, he's so passionate about what he does. So while we were doing moves, he was relating what his character was, which if you've seen the film, it's this kind of sleazy.
The Les Grossman character.
So he was relating his moves, or relating his character to the moves.
Right.
Like we had this one move where he was kind of shooting fake guns into the camera, and and he's saying all this stuff, and it was really great to watch him work in that essence of he turned into him like that, and it was really crazy to watch. And then suddenly he wanted a whole dance sequence. So me and the other girl who choreographed it, Nadine Ellis, who was amazing, we came up with this number for him, and then we go to set, which was shot right over here at Universal, and at one point they because they close the set when he walks in.
Sure.
So, and they're like, oh no, you stay in there. So I'm standing there with Ben Stiller, Bill Hader, Matthew McConaughey, and Tom Cruise, and I'm talking to myself going, why am I here right now?
And I hope someone takes a picture of this.
Oh, it was
That is so cool.
Yeah. It was fun.
that's something that you will have forever. That experience.
Well, and honestly, that just goes to show you that you can be a great dancer, like you said, but really, if you can't portray that character, then what are you doing on film?
Right.
Exactly.
And I think that's one thing that a lot of dancers forget. And that's why I love being on set. To act
a lot of dancers today, younger kids don't have that depth of character.
Right.
They're all taught turn, kick, movement.
Right.
It's
exactly what you said. Like as an actor, you're telling a story with your emotion, your words, whatnot. Same thing as a dancer. You're still telling a story through your moves and your actions. So it's just you still have to sell the character no matter what.
Right.
So it both go hand in hand.
And if Tom Cruise can do it without all the makeup on, then we all should be able to do it, because that's hard. Because his character had makeup.
Now, did you die when he walked in? I mean,
it's crazy. What a lot of people don't know.
Your heart must have sunk.
He had these prosthetic that went all the way up to his elbows, and he would get really hot. It was this whole kind of helmet chest piece like thing that he put on, so he could only run the number like twice, and then he had to take it off because it was just crazy. But he was a trooper. I mean, he did take after take after take.
He's a pro.
Oh yeah.
And
that's why he makes the
Katie
money.
used to be a dancer too, because I remember seeing her at the Edge.
Right.
Yeah. Cool.
And she's been on So You Think. I mean, she and Broadway. So yes. So that would be another thing. Like she's checking out Chris's moves, making sure they're good enough for her husband. I mean, come on.
I never thought of that.
See, I would be stressing about that. I got not only Tom Cruise, but I got Katie Holmes as well.
Chris, we want to thank you for coming to the show.
Thanks for having me.
Thank you.
We want to send a special thank you to our producers, Michael Shooting Fish in a Barrel Benicos, Emily A Lighter Shade of Brown, and Janae Man-to-Man Defense Mercedes for producing our show.
Make sure you check out all our episodes on iTunes. They're free for you to download.
And we want to send a special thank you, of course, to you, the listener, because remember, without you, only our mothers would be listening.
And that would be sad. We are Nick and Desiree's Infinite Dance Cast.
We'll see you next week.